Hey guys, today I am back and I am going to be doing my third update to my Pan That palette, which if you aren't aware is my Smashbox Cover Shot matte palette. I have been working on this palette for 2023 and I am very excited to share this update. So I'm going to really quickly show what my palette was looking like last month. And this is what it's looking like this month. So as you can see, I hit my goal of hitting pan in the shade Supermodel, and I started kind of a dip in the shade Editor, which is this purple. It's kind of hard to see with the lights directly shining at me, but there is a little bit of a dip forming there. So that gives me some hope that I'm going to be able to see some good progress on it in the upcoming month. I have been using this shade a ton with my shadow stick. This is my 20 in 2023 Project Pan. Lots of P words in this channel, and I'm really excited to see some more progress on this. Nothing else will be seeing much progress. I mostly focused on these two shadows this month. I feel like hitting pan on this one was way easier than hitting pan on this one will be, because I just would take so much of it, fluff it everywhere, and I would either pair it with the Editor shade, with my shadow stick from my Project Pan, or with a little bit of that Nude Glow shade from my Pan That Face palette. I will have all of my project pans linked in the description box below if you're interested in seeing the other projects that I have going on. Right now, I'm still kind of feeling the purple looks. I don't know if you can tell from the look that I currently have on my eyes. I filmed a palette spotlight today, so keep your eye out for this look. And I think I'm going to focus on Editor for one more month, and then I'll see how I go with my shadow stick, and I'll see how I'm feeling about purple looks in general. And I may switch between these two until I've hit pan on both of them, because I don't know if I'll be able to hit pan on this in the next month. I have my fingers crossed, but I'm really just not sure. So that is kind of where I'm at. There shouldn't be too much progress in any of these other shades. I didn't really use any of these three this month. I have used this shade a little bit. I'm not too stressed about focusing on this shade or anything like that, because I really only use it when I need it, or when I feel like I want to blend out an edge or set some concealer on my lid or something like that. So it's gonna be such an easy shade to use. If I use up everything else somehow before I use this up, I can just reach for it whenever I need it and start working on other shadows. So as you may know, I rolled in my Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette as a companion palette for this project. I was really enjoying playing around with it more in the beginning of the project, like January, and then petered off of using it February, March, just because I haven't been finding myself wanting much more than this palette has to offer as far as mattes. And then I don't know if the tones of this work perfectly with the matte shadows in this palette, since I've been focusing so much on those purpley shades. So I'm going to roll this palette out as my companion palette, and I thought about whether I wanted to roll in a new companion palette, if maybe I wanted to roll in like a new companion shade, or like do some sort of like Pan Those Eyeshadows rotating thing. And what I've decided to do is to keep some single shadows and shadow sticks up with my makeup where I do my makeup, and then I can reach for them as necessary. This was inspired because I've been using my Cargo Cosmetics Longwear Shadow Stick in Morro Bay, which is my Project Pan, so much in companion with this palette. And I feel like reaching for a shadow stick with this palette, or a single shadow with this palette, is a little bit more feasible than like two separate palettes at once. There's just less decisions to be made. And while I am really enjoying that shadow stick, it doesn't go with every single shade in the palette. So I thought I would pull out all of my shimmery or like different toned cream shadow sticks and single eyeshadows that I thought might work well with the palette, and then I will just keep them with the rest of my makeup and use them as I see fit. So some of them include my Stila Magnificent Metals in the shade Gold Goddess, this Eco Soul like loose glitter shadow thing in the shade BE01. This is a liquid liner, but I've been kind of hoping to get back into cat eyes and maybe some more graphic looks lately. So it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner. And then I have a Nude Sticks cream shadow stick in Twilight, and then Laura Mercier eyeshadow sticks in the shades Cobblestone, Intense Amethyst, and Khaki, which is like a very shimmery violet, a brownie color, and a like olivey brown. And so I thought these might work well with that as well. So if I use one of them a ton, I'll mention it in my updates, but if not, I won't really bring them up, or I'm not gonna like check in on progress on all of them. It's just more as a companion to this palette. So I think that the shade Khaki will go really well with this shade right here that I still need to hit pan in, Publisher. And so if I use them a lot together, then I will talk about it in future updates. So that's kind of my plan right now. I'm not really sure how this next month is going to work. I'm very excited to really dial in on that purple shade and hopefully see some pan. Even if I just see like a teeny tiny speck of a pan, like in the shade Angles, I'll be really happy. So that is everything for today's update. Thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know what you think of this project. If you have any suggestions, please check out my other project pans that I have going on. And other than that, I hope you are having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.